not even in school and you're already paying $25,000 a head?
Yeah.
Come on, dude. That's just dumber than crap. How much money you make. There's not enough money in the world that doesn't make that stupid.
Oh, gosh. Find you a free summer camp.
It does cost $25,000 a year to send your kid to daycare here in the United States of America, and it never ceases to amaze me how out of touch some people are with the lived experiences of parents here in the United States. Dave is supposed to be an expert in his field, so you would think he would know that childcare is the #1 rising cost for families here in our country. It is more expensive and going up at a faster rate than our mortgages, then groceries, then gas. It is the fastest rising cost for most families. And the average cost here in my state, I'm in Massachusetts, is $20,000, but depending on what county you're in, it goes up as high as $26,000. And remember, this is an average, meaning some families are paying much more than that and some are paying less than that. But the average for a family is $20,000. So Dave going off as if that's an astronomical number, like, oh my God, you're the stupidest people in the world for paying that, is just uneducated. He's clearly uneducated in his field of work, because if he does not understand the cost of childcare, then he can't be serving the people. I'm sorry. In where I live, there is such a lack of childcare that families will pay what they have to find it, because there is no childcare. The pandemic destroyed the childcare industry for many, many people. Daycares were closing their doors left and right. There is more demand than ever and less supply. Teachers are leaving that field because the pay is so bad. Our country needs to subsidize childcare, and people like Dave need to get their head out of the sand, because this is the average cost of childcare. This is not an insane number. This is not a wealthy person spending extravagantly. This is the cost of childcare. I don't know anybody in my personal life here in the state of Massachusetts who is not paying at least $20,000 a year for their children to go to daycare. And don't come at me about a nanny, because nannies are much more expensive than that. Individualized care in the form of a nanny is expensive, as it should be, but it is not going to be a cheaper route. Them saying there's cheaper routes, they don't know what they're talking about. And the fact that they just alluded to free summer camp, there's free nothing. There's no free after school. There's no free kindergarten, no free preschool. There is no such thing as free childcare. Unless what Dave's alluding to is the unpaid labor of women, which usually comes in the form of grandparents, aunts, uncles, etc., then I don't know what he's talking about, because there is no such thing as free childcare. Our country could do more for us, and people like Dave could stop spouting idiotic things, because guess what? You're wrong. That is the cost of childcare. That is how much it costs to raise a child these days. It will cost you $20,000 to $25,000 a year for your kid to be in daycare.